up, peeps? It's your girl, Dr. Michael Takes. Well, it's that time, guys. It's reaction time, and this is to the series Black Cake. This will be for episode 2, titled Coventina. Now, I already told you guys how I felt about the first episode. I'm truly invested. That was a great beginning of the overall story that I'm looking forward to seeing flushed out and understanding, as they say, Covey a little bit better, and why she had to, of course, get away from her family, her roots, and start her life anew. Hence the way everything turned out for her towards the end of the episode. You see what her father pretty much, pushing her to marry, what's his name, Little Man, just like, ugh, that's what I call him, but needless to say. And then you see what situation happened actually after the wedding, during the reception. Now, as he stated, her father, to the authorities, he had a lot of enemies, so, and that could definitely be true. I'm curious if they're going to flush out. We're going to see some, of course, episodes showing flashbacks of, certain things building up to that incident that happened during, the evening of the nuptials. That will be interesting to see who actually did that, because I don't really want to believe that Kobe did it. It's a possibility. I couldn't be wrong, but as time goes on, hopefully a lot will be revealed. But I was happy she made it safely. Her friend helped her bag. Pearl helped her with some money. She went to some little, I don't know, like some sort of boarding or some little house with her and all that, and she met this girl named Ellie. So I'm curious to see how that's going to turn out. But you saw what she stated at the end. If she truly wants to be free, when no one knows or knows anything about her, something has to happen. I did catch that. I might not responded in my overall reaction or facial expressions, but I heard those last little bit of words uttered before the episode ended. So I'm curious to see, as we move on to the next couple episodes, seeing where she's now in London. If she's going to run into the guy that she cares about, that would be nice. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump into it. I'll say those are my thoughts at the you guys.
I'm sorry. Can we stop, please?
Next chapter of your mother's life was very difficult. She had so many unresolved emotions.
Ma didn't kill this Ellie person, did she? Or Little Man?
I know it's very frustrating.
Frustrated?
But you have to keep listening.
This is insane. Ma must have lost her mind.
Please think about what we just learned. Ma wasn't an orphan. She had a family. She has a story. Our story. We're Chinese, kind of. But the truth is, learning that your perfect mother went through some shit is kind of comforting when you spent your entire life feeling like you could never live up to her standards.
Oh, I see. Ma was messy. So are you. And that gives you comfort. You two can chat about what a beautiful mess Ma was.
Don't be a dick.
I'm not. I have a work thing. My boss asked me to come in.
For fuck's sake, work?
I've been waiting almost a decade for this promotion. And I need to be there.
10 milk. Ma kept it up here. I could not imagine Ma needing anybody's help with anything. Look at this. He's home with me wherever I went. And I always brought it home for the holidays so that we could make our black cake with it.
How did it end up back here?
I left it 8 years ago.
Yeah, but Byron's ready to listen again? Give me a call. Doesn't matter what time. I'll be here.
It's been a big year for us, thanks in no small part to Byron's recruiting efforts. We brought a lot of attention to our field. In light of your contributions in that regard, Mark, next week the board will formally announce you as the new director of the Institute. It was a tough decision.
No, it really wasn't tough for you.
But it was unanimous. You will be reporting to Mark from this day forward.
Mark.
Thanks.
He's gonna be the one coming up with all the ideas and working all that, and him taking the credit.
They're calling you boss.
He hasn't made a decision yet. I need a drink.
As with many stories, this one with all the round luck.
I was Coventina Brown, a blank slate, and I would protect my new identity at any cost.
You don't want to be late on your first day?
Almost.
This is your boss. You're looking for a good toolbox, remember? You look nervous. Don't be nervous, you look great.
I'm Coventina Brown, your new nanny from the boarding house. I know that I'm 2 minutes late and I apologize. It won't happen again.
Here, Pepper. This is Miss Coventina Brown. She's here to take care of you.
Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you too, Theo. Thank you.
I was learning to play my new part.
What's at the docks?
A boat from home arrives every Friday night, see? Same boat you come on a few weeks ago.
A new boat arrives every week?
Yeah, and we're the welcome party.
Thank you for inviting me, but I've had a long day. Maybe next time.
I wanted to see the big city. I wanted to gossip about boys and clothes. But it was too dangerous. I could skip my stop, right up to the university where I thought Gibbs might be studying. But if I saw him, what would I say?
This is Chinese soup. How did you learn to make it?
My grandmother had a Chinese neighbor. I should finish cooking.
Oh,
Gross!
But the truth was finally sinking in. I could never go back again.
I want to fish and chips.
I know how lonely it can be when you first arrive from the islands.
I miss the colors of the fruit trees, the people, and the sea. Copper shells from home.
The orphanage where I grew up.
The orphanage.
My parents died when I was quite young. People hear you're an orphan, they pity you. They make judgments. Being the new girl is hard enough without all of that.
Speaking about geology, if nursing doesn't excite you, why not study that?
They were recruiting girls from the islands into this nursing program. It was my way out. Congratulations, you did it! I'm officially Nurse Ellie. Here's an early Christmas gift. This is Delroy. He's from Morton, right by where you're from in the mountains.
You probably know some of the same people back home. School did you go to in Maryville? Mom's a teacher over at Stanton.
Oh, that's where I went. Stanton.
I didn't realize it was co-ed.
oh,
Just since the last
hello.
years, I need a drink. Can I get you one?
Sure, whatever you're having.
I know you don't drink.
This little girl, this woman being so nosy in her business.
Right.
What is it? What aren't you telling us, Coventina?
Oh, stop trying to palm that boy from her Edwina.
You're a bad influence from the side. Edwina is a fast girl. Don't let her pressure you. Come on, let's dance.
Before you're stuck in a job you hate, what if you roll the dice and study geology at the university in Edinburgh?
Why would you want to go to Scotland? You would have to find a new job, a new place to live.
We've saved enough money to get by for a while. The girl who found those copper shells, if she had the opportunity to pursue her dreams, what would she do, Ellie?
Almost there. We'll bring in the new year with our new lives.
I'm not from the mountains.
Oh boy.
I grew up by the sea in Portland Parish.
It's okay. Whatever it is, you don't need to tell me today. or ever. But when you're ready, I'll be here.
I wish they served tea with tin milk like they do back home.
Edwina and the girls will never notice. To Scotland.
As I waited to die, I wondered what stories Paul had been telling himself to get through the days since I died the first time.
I've lost not one, but two of our very own this past year. We must take comfort that God will see to it that Sister Coventina Cook and Brother Clarence Henry did not die in vain.
But at least we know where Covey is now, Bonnie.
This case is still open. She was never the only suspect. She couldn't have acted alone, and the fact that she turned up overseas using her mother's maiden name makes it pretty clear to me that someone helped her escape.
I'm tired of all the questions and the pitiful looks and the gossip. I said I'm fine and I meant it.
By going along with his plan, I was protecting Paul. I wonder whether it was all for nothing, and whether his choices ever caught up to him.
So get out. No. This is my family's shop. Not anymore.
I never forgave Paul for what he'd done. But I was starting to understand how each of our choices, not luck,
Môi Nghĩ ôi vun ta con nhận hiếu báo phùng báo ai môiใจNghĩ ôi tai hao dân bình ngã ta niên.
The story Pa told everyone was that he learned how to weigh risk against reward, and his willingness to take a chance put food on his parents' table. And our story Pa wasn't telling anyone was that there's no real formula to luck. He just thought his would never run out.
Okay, we'll get your money. Now we're interest. Alberta, I'm looking to make a fool of me.
On top of everything else.
Who is that?
That Gibbs Grand boy. He was here.
Clarence!
Looks like someone from here.
Pa didn't come through. His luck had run out.
Ellie!
Happy New Year, Eleanor.
Coventina.
I'm so sorry. She didn't make it.
Ellie.
Would you rather I called you Ellie, dear?
No.
Sorry? This is how I really became your ma. The woman you know as
Eleanor.
Alright, you guys, I enjoyed this episode. Like that this one gives a little bit more insight into a couple of things and some of the characters passed, and then also just kind of seeing a little bit more that happened during the actual wedding reception. Now, seeing how, you know, Kobe eventually has to kind of fit in with where she's at now. I liked seeing the scenes between her and Ellie. It is unfortunate in the end of the turn of events towards the end how things happen. Now we understand why she ended up with the name Eleanor now. Not realizing this because, of course, when she left, she used her mother's maiden name to kind of get onto the boat and get away. Now, mind you, being that she's there, her trying to fit in, she's given this, you know, new job as a nanny to this woman's, you know, two young kids. Now, I like how they kind of show that. Thinking this would be what we would normally see her doing for a while. I didn't think we would be jumping a little bit quickly into her, you know, overall journey so quickly, but that's fine with me. I will say, seeing how some of the other ones there stating that, you know, that boat comes in, I don't know if they said every week or once a week or, you know, every other couple of weeks, but I think it said, you know, every week it comes, and other people, you don't know who's off of there, they don't have a list. So that is very scary, especially in the end of somebody coming over there, seeing where some of the individuals who come off of the boat, where they would go to if she thought somebody was searching for her, thinking she was able to get away. I'm happy to see that that is not the case. Nobody had any clue that she even got on that boat to come over there. The only people that know clearly is her girlfriend, I want to say Bunny and Pearl. Now, leaving her father out the loop, of course, him not knowing, but knowing a little bit more about her father, I will say this, I kind of feel a little bit for him, but in the instance, I really don't towards the end of knowing how everything he went through as a kid and growing up, and then putting himself in a situation where he would have to use his daughter to get out of a debt doesn't sit right with me at all. Now, I love them showing him, you know, his young past, you know, how his parents, you know, went through some, you know, hardships, dealing with people, you know, in that community and trying to, you know, just live their lives with their family and, you know, serve the community with, you know, there's certain, you know, seasonings and foods and things of that nature. But we do get to see how he eventually meets his wife and, you know, of course, mother to Kobe. Beautiful woman comes in, you know, wanting certain things that she's, you know, creating all that, and him putting on the shine, the extra little charm, you know, and all that, and you know, that was just too cute. But I like how his mother was in the background. I was like, no, you need to find a good girl who you can, you know, can cook this and that and all that, can bring family good luck. And the look on his face, but in the end, his eye caught, you know, hers, and I think a little bit likewise. There's a little bit of, you know, a little back and forth between the two in that little first moment that they met. So you see what happens where it shows time has passed, where he is with her, they just have a beautiful home, and they have your young daughter. But you see how certain things he learned as a child, he kept doing, and you see as a kind of voiceover from Kobe in regards to certain luck for his father had. But as time goes on, you know, that luck doesn't always last. Now with her, you're dealing with, you know, people who want to, you know, kind of hang out with her, get to know her. But then some people, when they do, there's always a little agenda, want to be in people's business. We all have individuals like that, being, you know, outside of work, at work, whatever, just kind of, you know, seeing what they can get out of you. Now, this one person, I want to think her name was Edwina, you know, all up in the business of, you know, her wanting to hang out with them, like, don't like it. Then her trying to, you know, introduce her to a young boy, you know, at this little party when Ellie, you know, finished nursing school, and then her making up stories and all that and getting caught in a little lie. And she's like, you don't drink with him now, you're going to give him a drink, this and another, and then saying about, oh, if he's not your type, whatever, there's some more boys next week that are coming by. And her freaking out because she doesn't want it to be where somebody from, you know, the family of the little man might come looking or searching. But I like how at least Ellie caught on and kind of whisked her away. Again, enjoyed their, you know, relationship, their friendship slowly building, them both, you know, admitting to certain things about what they foresee for themselves, for their life, what they want for their future. Of course, Ellie being that even though she's doing this nursing thing, she doesn't want to be doing, you know, what is it, clean up people's, you know, crap and doesn't want to get caught, like, you know, really being in somewhere where she's more productive as a nurse as opposed to doing deadpan. Excuse me, I'll just use the correct term. And then it was, well, with, you know, Kobe, aka, you know, go by her mom's name, just saying how, you know, her grandmother taught her, you know, in regards to being in the ocean swimming. She thought this would parlay into something else, Ellie, about geography, and learn certain things that she learned about, you know, Jamaica and all this, and how she found these nice shells and all that. And I just love the backstory on that, and just hoping down the road these girls would eventually do what they want to do. Being that it was getting too close to home, you see where it looks like Kobe had to sit there, you know, kind of let her mind wander, overthinking certain things of what to do, and pretty much used Ellie's, you know, feelings about what she really wanted to do, what she hoped she would do, as opposed to, of course, being a nurse, going to geography, something in regards to a program, I think it's in Scotland, and you see how she kind of nudged her. She's like, if you go, I'll go with you. This will be our way to start together. And I was actually excited because I'm thinking we're going to see them get there, kind of her getting acquainted, whatever. This is around the holidays, and you see what happens on the train. It has an accident. When I say about the luck, going back to what was said, during, Kobe discussing this while her kids are listening to this recording, her dad, not so much, lost his shop to little man's, brothers, them thinking he's going to run it down, whatever, and all that. He's trying to keep it afloat, but, in the end, now that their brother's gone, they're feeling he had something to do with it. I don't think so. I'm wondering now if it was the boy that Kobe really truly cared about and loved. You saw him, and Lynn did see him, but he'd been drinking so much that Pearl didn't believe him. So he was there. She was like, he was gone. Might have not left right away. That's a possibility. So he had a lot of enemies, but it could be people in regards to when he was doing certain businesses. But in the instance, in this one, clearly the young guy was upset that he had, was marrying, his love. And, I hope we see another scene where it shows from how, because clearly something was in that drink. It wasn't like he had any food, he ate anything. So this is how it looks like he actually passed. It's unfortunate. I don't particularly care for little man. I didn't care for how he was, using Lynn's child against him, and pretty much she didn't want to be with you. You were forcing her to do a situation, all that, and then listen to him talk about her being 16, being young enough, whatever, and all that, and talking about her talking back, whatever, and all that. So pretty much like I stated, trying to control, her and all these other little things you're going to try to do that you would have had your opportunity if it was presented to him, but clearly it was not. I said that was the best wedding gift, parting wedding gift ever. Whatever. So in the instance, the luck for Lynn ran out. It's unfortunate what he did at the end. We might see in the next episode where they eventually show his body might wash up, or he just drifts into the water. But the luck for Kobe, unfortunately, and Ellie's, passing, she was able to use her information and woke up in a hospital. Woman's calling her Ellie, didn't call Eleanor. So in the end, she said she would have to protect herself. If she had to get rid of Ellie, she didn't have to do any such thing. And I know it's going to hurt a little bit, being the simple fact that she, was starting to, get that bond. She had that person. I do feel for her friend from the islands, because she just feels so lost with her girlfriend. There were things they were going to do. They had that little moment when she was giving her some stuff to take for her to get away, but we'll see what happens. So with that being said, a great episode. I'm looking forward to seeing if she's going to do the geography thing. I think, being that we saw the first episode with her son talking about that, I feel like that was going to be something she wanted to do with regards to the water, things of that nature. So hopefully that will in turn happen for her, using the situation with Ellie's, demise and what she was planning to do with that program. And she'll just use this to live out, her dreams and certain aspects of what she wanted to do with herself, even if she couldn't do it where she lived at with her family, and friends. So again, enjoyed the episode. Comment below, guys. Let me know what you think. And with that said, I'll see you guys in the next reaction. You guys take care.